Immediately on the outbreak of war, the Indian Navy planned an operation to attack the Pakistan naval assets. In 1971, Karachi was not only the headquarters of the Pakistan Navy but was also the backbone of Pakistan's economy, as it served as a hub of the Pakistan's maritime trade. The entire Pakistan Navy was based out of the Karachi port, meaning that an attack here would cripple Pakistan's economy. The Indian Navy formed a task force called the Karachi Strike Group, consisting of 3 Vidyut-class missile boats, INS Nipat, INS Nirghat and INS Veer, each armed with 4 Soviet Styx surface-to-air missiles with a range of 40 nautical miles, 2 Arnala-class anti-submarine corvettes, INS Kilton and INS Kachal, and a fleet tanker INS Poshak. The task force was commanded by Commander Babru Ban Yadav. The whole operation was to be executed in the night because the Pakistani aircrafts lacked night bombing capabilities. This was Operation Trident. On 4th of December 1971, 10:30 p.m., Operation Trident took off with the Indian task group moving 180 nautical miles from its position towards the south of Karachi. Pakistani targets identified as warships were detected 70 nautical miles to the northwest and northeast of the Indian warships. INS Nirghat drove forward in the northwesterly direction and fired its first Styx missile at PNS Khyber, a Pakistani battle-class destroyer. The missile hit the right side of the ship, exploding below the galley. Subsequently, the ship lost propulsion. Khyber, assuming it was a missile from an Indian aircraft, engaged its anti-aircraft systems. PNS Khyber then sent an emergency signal to the Pakistan Naval Headquarters that read, "Attacked by enemy aircraft, ship stopped." The Pakistanis did not know what hit them. Observing that the ship was still afloat, INS Nirghat fired its second missile, hitting Khyber in the second boiler room on the ship's starboard side, eventually sinking the ship and killing all its 222 sailors. At 11 p.m., INS Nipat fired 2 Styx missiles, one at cargo vessel MV Venus Challenger and the other at its escort, PNS Shahjahan, a C-class destroyer. Venus Challenger, carrying ammunition for the Pakistani forces, exploded immediately after the missile hit and eventually sank 23 nautical miles south of Karachi. PNS Shahjahan was badly damaged. At 11:20 p.m., INS Veer spotted PNS Muhafiz, an adjutant-class minesweeper. INS Veer fired a missile at Muhafiz. The missile hit the left side of the ship, behind the bridge. It sank immediately before it could send an emergency signal to the Pakistan Naval Headquarters, killing all its 33 sailors. INS Nipat continued towards Karachi. At 14 nautical miles south of the Karachi harbour, it fired 2 missiles. One misfired and the other hit the oil tanks, which burned and destroyed completely, causing a Pakistani fuel shortage. After this, the task force returned to the nearest Indian port. On learning of the devastation caused by the Indian Navy missile boats, Pakistan Air Force retaliated by dispatching a group of bombers to attack the Oka port. The jets scored direct hits on the fueling facilities for the missile boats, an ammunition dump, and the missile boats jetty. The Indian Navy anticipated this attack and had already moved the missile boats to another locations to prevent any losses. However, the destruction of a special fuel tank prevented any further incursions until Operation Python, which was executed 3 days later. The most interesting incident in the naval operations of this war was that of PNS Ghazi. PNS Ghazi, a Tench-class diesel-electric submarine from the US, was the most lethal weapon in the Pakistan Navy. On 14th November 1971, Ghazi left Karachi Naval Base to East Pakistan. It was a 4,800 kilometers drive. Its mission was to search and destroy the pride of the Indian Navy, INS Vikrant, the aircraft carrier. While en route to Pakistan, it was constantly communicating with the Pakistan Naval Headquarters and was also tracked by the Indian Navy. The Indian Navy came up with a clever plan to trap Ghazi. It sent a large destroyer named INS Rajput to Visakhapatnam, the home base of the INS Vikrant. The station chief of Visakhapatnam Naval Base ordered huge amount of food pertaining to the arrival of the aircraft carrier. This was quickly picked up by the spies, who then informed Pakistan. Pakistan Naval Headquarters then relayed the information to Ghazi on 25th November 1971 with a message, "Intel indicates carrier in port." On 3rd of December 1971, PNS Ghazi arrived at Visakhapatnam but was unable to locate the aircraft carrier. Unable to find the carrier, Ghazi started to lay mines in the hope of damaging at least some of the big ships entering the naval base. Meanwhile, INS Rajput moved through the canal to exit from Visakhapatnam. According to the Indian Navy, INS Rajput dropped a few depth charges in the area. It was at this time a loud explosion was heard and the INS Rajput detected a crashing metal of sound deep in the sea. On the night of 4th December 1971, Ghazi sank with all 93 servicemen on board under mysterious circumstances. Meanwhile, INS Vikrant, the target Ghazi was looking for, was stationed at Andaman and Nicobar Naval Base. The aircraft carrier INS Vikrant, along with her escort ships INS Gulda, INS Gharia, INS Magan and submarine INS Kanderi, proceeded to East Pakistan and launched air attacks on Chittagong and Cox's Bazar. In the Western Theatre, after the success of the Trident operation of the Indian Navy, Pakistan put all its ships and submarines to the sea and was on high alert. On the 9th of December 1971, PNS Hangor, a Daphne-class submarine, detected a large number of Indian Navy ships approaching Karachi. The fleet consisted of a cruiser, INS Mysore, two anti-submarine warfare frigates, INS Kukri and INS Kirpan of the 14th Squadron of the Western Naval Command. PNS Hangor launched two homing torpedoes at the formation. One of the torpedoes hit INS Kukri on its bow. Kukri exploded and sunk with all its 192 sailors on board. Hangor then attacked INS Kirpan, but the first torpedo missed. Hangor then fired the second torpedo at INS Kirpan, but even this one missed the target. After this, the task force disengaged and returned to the base. At 10 p.m. 9th of December 1971, the Indian Navy launched Operation Python, a small strike group consisting of a missile boat INS Vinas equipped with 4 Styx missiles and 2 frigates INS Talwar and INS Trishul approached Manora, a peninsula south of the port of Karachi. Around 11 p.m., the group detected a batch of ships at a distance of 12 nautical miles. INS Vinas immediately fired all 4 of its missiles, the first of which struck the fuel tanks at Kimari oil farm, causing a huge explosion. Another missile hit and sank Panamanian fuel tanker SS Gulfstar. The third and fourth missiles hit the Pakistani Navy fleet tanker PNS Dhaka and the British merchant vessel SS Harmattan. PNS Dhaka was damaged beyond repair, while Harmattan sank. As Vinas has now expended all its missiles, the group immediately withdrew to the nearest Indian port. On the Eastern Theatre, on the 5th and the 6th December 1971, naval air operations were carried out at Chittagong, Khulna, Mangla harbors and the ships at Pusur River. The oil installations were destroyed at Chittagong and the Greek merchant ship Theatic Charlie was sunk while at anchor. By the 7th and 8th of December, the airfields of Pakistan Air Force were destroyed and the campaign continued till the 9th of December. The Indian naval operation helped ensure the naval blockade and completely isolate East Pakistan from getting any help from West Pakistan. In total, Pakistan lost 7 gunboats, 1 minesweeper, 1 submarine, 2 destroyers, 3 patrol crafts belonging to the Coast Guard, 18 cargo and communication vessels, 3 merchant navy ships and 10 smaller vessels were captured. Large-scale damage was inflicted on the naval bases and docks in the coastal town of Karachi. Around 1,900 personnel lost their lives, while 1,413 servicemen were captured by the Indian forces in Dhaka. The Pakistan Navy lost a third of its force in this war. With mounting losses and complete domination of the sky and sea by India, East Pakistan Navy surrendered. On 16 December 1971, Flag Officer of East Pakistan Navy, Rear Admiral Muhammad Sharif, surrendered his TT pistol to Indian Navy Eastern Naval Commander, Vice Admiral Neelakanta Krishnan. It was a glorious moment in India's history. Please continue to watch the next part, which is about the Indian Army's operation in this war. Thanks for watching.